So let's go ahead to create our first window. Here I have a folder that I called PyQt5 TFY, and this is the folder that I'm going to use for this tutorial. Currently I have a logo here, and this is the logo that I'm going to use for the window icon. Alright, so I'm going to cancel this and head to Visual Studio Code. I already have the folder open here, so I'm just going to come here and create a new Python file. I'll call it create window.py. Okay, and now we have our Python script. Alright, so now I'm going to say from PyQt5 import Qt widgets, Qt core, and Qt GUI. Alright, and I'm going to come here and define a class. I'll call it main window, and I want this class to be a subclass of QMain window. Okay, so I'm going to say Qt widgets dot Q main window. Alright, and QMain window itself is a class that can be used as a window with predefined menu bar, toolbar, and status bar. Okay, so I'm going to come here and initialize the class, and because I want this class main window to access the methods and properties of QMain window, I'll come here and say super dot init. Okay, and I'm going to come down here and say if name is equal to main, create an application object that's app equal to Qt widgets dot Q application, and this takes a list. Okay, we're doing this because every PyQt5 application must create an application object. Alright, so now I'm going to create a window instance. So I'm going to say UI is equal to main window. Alright, and to show the window, I'm going to say UI.show, and to start the event handling loop, I'm going to say app.exec. Okay, and save it. I believe with this we've been able to create our first window, but let's just go over it again. So here I defined the class, that's the window class. Okay, here I initialized the class. Here I allowed the class to access the methods and properties of QMain window. Okay, and I came here and I said if this is a top level Python script, create an application object, because every PyQt5 application must create an application object, and then create window instance and show the window and start the event handling loop. Okay, so if we save that and run it, we can see our window. Alright, so we've been able to create our first window. Let's see what we can add to this window. We could give it a we could give it an application display name. So we could say app.set application display name, and we can make that PyQt5 tutorial for you. So I'm going to save that and run it. And if I expand this, you can see the application display name clearly, PyQt5 tutorial for you. So I'm going to cancel that, and let's see what else we can add to this. We could resize it. We could say self.resize, and we could make the width 1000 and the height 600. Okay, so if we save that and run it, you can see it's bigger. Alright, initially it was smaller. So now I'm going to cancel this, and let's see what else we could do. We could set the minimum size. Okay, so I'm going to comment this out and say self dot set minimum size, and say Qt core dot Q size we'll make it 800 by 400. Okay, so I'm going to save that and run it, and now you can see it's smaller. Alright, if I try to reduce this, it doesn't work, okay, because I already set this as the minimum size, but I can expand it. Alright, I can expand it, but I can't reduce it beyond the minimum size. Okay, so I'm going to cancel this, and let's give it a maximum size. So I'm going to comment this out and copy this and paste it here and change this to maximum. Alright, so now I'm going to save it and run it. Okay, and now it has gone back to its initial size, but I can expand it. But notice that I cannot expand it beyond this, okay, because I already set this as the maximum size, but I can reduce it. Alright, so I'm going to cancel this now and comment this out and restore this. Okay, so let's see what else we could do. We could set the window title. We could say self.set window title. We could call that create your first window. Okay, so now I'm going to save it and run it, and now you can see the window title here, create your first window, on the left, and the application display name PyQt5 tutorial for you on the right. Alright, so I'm going to cancel this, and let's see what else we could do. We could set the opacity. Okay, so we could say self.set window opacity. We could make that 0.5. Alright, so I'm going to save that and run it, and now it's transparent. Okay, so if you can cope with this, then you can use this for your application. So I'm going to cancel this, and let's see what else we could do. We could give it a background color of green. Okay, so we could say, let me first change this to 1. Okay, so it becomes fully opaque, and yeah, you can see it has gone back to normal. So now I'm going to set the background color. So I'm going to say self.set stylesheet, and I want the background color to be green. Okay, so I'm going to save that and run it, and now it's green. Alright, let's see what else we could do. We could give it a window icon. Okay, so we could say icon is equal to Qt GUI.Q icon. Okay, and we could come down here and say icon dot add pixmap Qt GUI.Q pixmap and what's the name of the logo? That's dn underscore logo. So we'll say dn underscore logo dot png and save it and run it. It doesn't work yet. That's because I've not set the window icon. So I'm going to say self dot set window icon, and I'm going to say icon. Okay, that's this icon here. Okay, so I'm going to save it and run it, and now it works. You can see the window icon here. All right, and there are other things you could do with this. For example, you can use command line arguments. You could come here, although we're not going to go into that, but let me just show you. You could come here and say import sys, and you could come down here and say sys dot argv. All right, sys dot argv is for command line arguments. Okay, you could also come here and say sys dot exit. All right, and save it and run it, and your application still works. Okay, so that's basically how it goes. If you enjoyed watching this, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, comment, also hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video.